Okay, back with another video. So this is a week with Jack Daniel's Old Number 7. Got Stacy in this video. I'm gonna pour you a splash, and we'll go ahead and just take a sip of this real quick and do the recap. So you're supposed to smell it first.
Oh.
What do you smell?
Some sort of wood, I think.
Some sort of wood? Oh, I smell like, yeah, I smell kind of sweet, but it doesn't smell like heavy liquor. It's just like, you could tell it's liquor, but it's, I think wood, yeah.
It's a wood, but I don't know which
All right,
one.
let's do a sip. Cheers.
Ooh. Oh, another one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, finish? Oh, okay.
All right, so I'll go ahead and talk, and then we'll bring you in at the end. So just to catch you up, I'm not sure if this is your first episode or not, but I've been on a taste tour of bourbons, and my mom requested that I do Jack Daniel's because this is her thing. So this is, I guess it wasn't really for the first time because I had Jack Daniel's probably over 15 years ago, but I guess we can say that's the first time. What about you?
It's been a while.
Yeah. You ever had it neat before?
No.
No.
Always in a Coke or a drink of some sort.
Yeah, me too. So, I've been kind of hanging out with it. The one I had before this, so I had Basil Hayden, which was an 80 proof, and then I had Evan Williams single barrel, which was like 86. Then I had Eagle Rare, which was a 90. Then I got the phone call from mom, so I'm putting this back at an 80. So I like it. I mean, I think it's okay. Here's what I noticed, I guess probably because it's 80 proof, is that you drink it and you feel it. Do you feel the warmth?
Yeah, there's something on the end, though. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, there is something on the end of it. That's what I thought. So when I made the first video, I was trying to figure out like what it was I was tasting there, but I think it's not what I was tasting. It's what I'm not tasting. I think that's what it is. Compared to the other bourbons, this doesn't have as much flavor. So I think what you got at the end is just, maybe that's just the wood. It could just be the wood. It's kind of like a dry kind of, for me, it's like a dry thing that's at the end of it.
Because it's like it's...
Yeah, it's kind of hanging out.
Here.
It's kind of hanging out. Yeah. I mean, a lot of the other ones will do that too, but this one here, I mean, I guess with some of the other ones I've tried, there's more flavor. So, you have something in your mouth that you're focusing on instead of just this dry thing at the end. So I don't think it's bad. No, it's not bad.
No.
I think that
Different.
it doesn't have a lot of flavor, right? Which is a good and bad thing. So here's why that's good. Because if you're putting this inside like a mixed drink, it's perfect because it's not going to give you any weird flavors to interfere with the mixed drink. Like if you're making a rum and Coke, you'd probably just taste more of the Coke. You wouldn't taste as much of the Jack because it doesn't have as much flavor as other ones. So, that's kind of good in that case. So if you're mixing this, you don't have to worry about somebody, it's going to blend in well, I think.
Okay.
But at the other point, because I tend to drink all my stuff neat now, just because I'm not sure, but for dietary reasons, I don't want to add a lot of, mixers and sugars and things to try to hide the taste. I think it should just kind of like stand on its own. So I think that it's taste wise, it doesn't have as much flavor as some of the other bourbons that I've had, but that could be its strength and weakness. The proof. So I think that's probably the second part. So like I was talking, we were talking about this earlier, kind of the problem. This is probably good for somebody who doesn't have somebody who has a lower tolerance for alcohol, because you're going to drink it and you probably feel it coming on now. You probably feel it. But for me, what happened is after like 15, 20 minutes, I'm like, what happened? And then you got to drink some more. And then you do that for like another maybe 30 minutes. So kind of like, let's say you're watching a movie or something and you're trying to chill out with a drink. It's like, every so often you keep getting interrupted. Like, wait a minute, like I don't even have my buzz anymore. At least that's what it was for me, which is, kind of annoying. And it's kind of like the analogy I said. It's kind of like, having sex and you almost like 2 or 3 times. And it's like, okay, like it's kind of like,
disappointing.
Yeah, it can be annoying. You're like, okay, look, let me just, like, what, you're trying to get to a certain destination, I think, and this kind of gets you, it gets you there, but just when you're starting to enjoy it, it's like it's gone. So also, I think that could be good. So say for example, you're having a party at your house, and you don't want people acting too crazy. Yeah, give them Jack, because I mean, it's only going to get them, but so messed up. And also, it's not going to last, like some of these other ones that I've had so far, like the Eagle Rare, that kind of carries on. It has more of a follow through to it, a little bit more punch. I think this could also be good for, let's say you're doing like, I don't know, hanging out with your girls all night. You guys are going to be drinking for a long time. You don't want to be looking weird not having a drink. So you could kind of just keep pouring this without getting completely plastered. I mean, so I think that's what's good. But yeah, as a mixer, I think it's great. Would I buy this one again? Probably not. And here's why. Well, my mom drinks this, so I'll have this in the house for her. And you got to have it, because when people come by, they're going to want to know if you have Jack and Coke, because people like Jack, they mix it. I think for the price, it's in our area, it's around $25.
Really?
$25.99 for a fifth.
Really?
Yeah. So, I mean, it's fair, I guess, for what you get, because the problem is you can spend $5 more and get a much better whiskey as far as taste wise. But again, I mean, if you're just making mixed drinks, then this is good. Don't worry about it. You don't need to pay extra for taste that you're going to mix into a drink anyway. It's like, that's why you don't, when you have tequila, you want to go, if you're going to do tequila shots or make margaritas, you want to get like the white tequila, not the reposado, which is more expensive, because part of what you're paying for is a different taste that you're not going to get anyway. Right. But the point is, I think it's an okay price. I mean, it's the king. Look, this is America. This is Jack Daniels. Everybody knows what this is. I like it, but I think if you've tried whiskey and you stopped here, I think you better keep going. I looked at this one, so they have another one. They have a single barrel one, which just means, so basically the way they make this, they may have 100 barrels that they dump and mix it all together as a batch, and then they'll do whatever bottles they can get out of that.
Okay. So
the single barrel is the juice comes straight out of one barrel. That's it. So their single barrel one is 94 proof, I think.
Okay.
So just doing the numbers, it's almost, it's going to be about close to 25% stronger.
So it's also more expensive?
Oh, yeah, because this is 25 in our area. The single barrel is 50.
For the same size?
For the same size. So again, it's kind of like, I mean, you start talking about 50, there's a lot more bottles you can get that's probably going to be better. But anyway, now that you've had it and it sat there for a while, what do you think? What do you think about the taste?
Well, it's gone now. The taste is gone now. It's not sitting there anymore.
Yeah, it faded away. Sense? I think they call that the finish, how it finished. Some of them finish quick, it is gone. Some of them finish medium. You might have a burn hanging out.
Yeah, I don't know if this is something that, now I'm not a drinker, so keep that in mind. I don't know if this is something that I would do again, as far as this goes.
As far as neat, but
I don't even know if I would have it in a mixed drink because of the way it just sat. At the end, it's not.
Yeah, really, something that I felt that it was something at the end.
It was almost like I needed to cough to make it move.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
exactly.
I know. I got the same thing too.
I don't know if this is something that I would necessarily do again. this particular one?
I can tell you, it gets amplified. The more of it you drink, you like that taste is kind of sitting there at the end.
Are they all that way?
I mean, this is my first time really with Jack Daniels, but I'm assuming that this formula, this number 7, that's the taste, that's the formulation.
Then it's a no from me.
All right. So, hey, if you got any comments, let us know. We're gonna move on to the next one. I don't know what y'all think the next one should be. I need something that's around, 90 proof. I already have an idea of what it is, so put it in the comments. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
See you next time. Bye.